How's everybody doing? This is a guide to Gurista warfare. We're going to start from the very beginning. This is a Gurista Hideaway. This is my fit. We'll explain that a little bit later. But I'm going to teach you how to run these sites, how to pick up escalations, and how to make lots of bisque and high sec with pretty much no risk at all to yourself. Now I'm a veteran, but I haven't played in about 10 years, and so I'm brushing the dust off with a couple friends of mine. And I decided to just make a couple videos. Maybe this will help them. Maybe this will help you. Hopefully, I don't give the game away too much because I feel like some of my knowledge isn't well known. So we just finished the site. We didn't get anything from the site. We didn't get the officer spawn, and we did not get an escalation. Now, if you don't know what the officer spawn is, we're fighting Gurista pirates right now. All these say pith. Well, when your officer spawn comes in, he'll say Dread Gurista. Now that Dread Gurista will be a frigate in this site, and he could have Gurista BPs for his frigate, for implants, Gurista implants. He could also drop Gurista faction modules, as well as other various loot. So he's not going to spawn all the time. I'd say there's maybe a 10%, probably less than that chance of him spawning. But if he does, you want to loot the wreck. You want to burn in close to these sites, and that's why I got the micro warp drive. I'll pulse it once or twice, get in close. It also helps my fit, which I'll explain in a little while once we're done running a couple of these sites. But our objective is to either get the escalation to spawn or get the officer. Now, what the escalation is going to look like, now we didn't get it there either. What the escalation is going to look like is a message is going to pop up here on the screen once you've killed everything on field, and it's going to tell you just got a Gurista Scout outpost. And what that's going to do is it's going to send a little mission over here to your agency tab, and what you want to do, this is the screen you'll be met with to start with. It will actually already be highlighted. You'll have this little bar will be underneath whatever you just got. So you want to go, exploration, and this will be highlighted. See, we have new because we didn't pick the one up I got earlier, and it's going to show you the escalation system. It's going to tell you the difficulty, what it's called, and how long you have to run it. Now, this is a level 4, and in the next video I'm going to show you my fit, and I'm going to tell you what you're kind of trying to fit towards, so you don't have to buy the fit I have. The fit I have is super overkill, but I can afford it and I have the skills for it. You may not, so we'll dumb down the fit as far as we can and still be effective at getting it done. So now you know what to look for when you see the escalation, where to go to get it, and hopefully while we're sitting here, we are going to get the escalation. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 real fast, and then you can farm sites and not get anything for an hour or 2. But hopefully, by the time we get done with the system, we have gotten something out of it. And nope. All right. Well, I guess we can go over my fit while we're at it. This is a special fit. There it is, right there. You see, that's what we wanted. Gurista Scout Outpost. We got it. All right. Let's warp to the next one so we can try to get that one too. Get that one done. See how it's highlighted? It was until I fat fingered it. Had a little orange tab, see, orange tab, and boop, there's the new one. Or I'm sorry, that's the new one. There you go. That's what you're looking for, right? I'll explain these in a little while. We're gonna go on a trip together. So now that we got that spawn in under 4 minutes, I would say that was kind of lucky. Now here we're gonna land on grid, and you're gonna see where my fit's way better than anything else anybody's gonna run. So the object here is to kill all the frigates. You want to be the one to kill the last frigate, and generally you want to be the one to kill all the frigates. But this guy's in a Myrmidon. It has a huge tank, but it's also a battle cruiser. It takes forever to lock, right? Well, his drones have nothing to do because I've killed 1 target, 2 targets. He's trying to lock this other target up. He's getting ready to send his drones, and what happens? Boop, it's dead. Now, that was the end of the site. If we'd have got a frigate, if we'd have got a spawn, we'd have just stole it from him. Had it been there. So that is the perfect segue into the fit. Now this is the fit. This is a Caracal Navy issue. Now you really don't have to pay attention to the tank because what we're doing here, it does not require this kind of tank. We have 3 ballistic control level 2s in the bottom. Now you're eating a diminishing return with this, and you're also eating a diminishing return with this, but you want to put 1 calcified warhead on there, and you want to put 1 loading bay, because if you stack 2 loading bays or 2 warhead catalysts, you're going to have more diminishing returns. Now I got really good skills, but I don't have max skills, and this is my DPS output. But the thing that makes this ship special is, 1, this needs to be T2 if you can manage it. But we have missile precision grips, which is going to make our explosive radius dialed in to killing smaller things much more efficiently. The micro warp drive, as we were talking about earlier, is to push in close on these sites. 1, to scoop the loot if the dread drops before anybody else can. But 2, it's to maximize the effectiveness of the weapon system I'm about to show you, because you're firing so quickly that if you're not super close to what you're shooting at, you're going to waste volleys shooting at the same thing more than once. It'll be dead, and your missiles are already be headed for it the second shot. Now, you can fit T2s if you want. There is no speed difference, and there's no damage difference in the missiles. If you use the Alabaster heavy launchers, it's just pretty much the same difference when the launcher is concerned. Now, if your skill is higher to where you can use T2s, that's going to be better overall, even if you're still using the Alabasters, because you're getting the benefit of that level 5 skill. What we're doing here is we're using auto-target missiles. Auto-target missiles means I don't have to lock anything up on grid at all. We land as soon as warp drive stops, and we drop back into real space. We can click our little launcher, and it's going to shoot the first thing that it can see. The closest thing dies first. And with this ship, the bonuses for it are explosive radius, which translates into killing frigs better. And the top bonus is for rapid, lights, heavies, and heavy assaults, launcher rate of fire. This translates into more DPS on target. Now, this is the reason we want to be close, because you're going to push so much DPS, you're going to fire so fast that the frigates are going to die in one volley usually. So the second, it's going to fire 2 volleys before the frigate even pops. So you want to be within about 5 to 6 kilometers to maximize this. Now, it's not a rule. The missiles themselves, as you can see without a range script, already go to 47. So they're going to run most of the sites we're going to talk about throughout these videos without having to move. But you want to push in up on the main objective so you can scoop the loot, and so you can pop all your enemies with 1 volley. That being said, even if you stay at the landing point and just turn this on, you're still going to beat every single other fit that exists for running these sites. It's not even close. You will land after someone else lands, and you will kill so fast they're not going to lock it up. They'll leave your site. Now that makes this an aggressive PvE fit. We're trying to take sites from people. If they're there, we take them. If they land on us, we still take the site. We don't care if someone's in these sites. We want the spawns. If they wind up scooping the loot instead of us because we're not quick enough, that's fine. You're not going to want to lose a PvE ship over a PvP fight when you can just keep pushing these sites. But you want to be as aggressive as possible without being aggressive. That means keeping your green on and not worried about local. Not talking in local, not caring about what this guy has to say in private chat. You take the site and keep going. There's a lot of people. They're going to be moving really slow. You just have to take it out from underneath them. Now, we'll talk about what you can change on this fit in the next video. I've already ran a little long, I feel like. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, stay tuned, because I'm going to teach you a lot more about these sites, how to farm these escalations, and how to make some really good money. Next video, we're going to go run these sites. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in a minute.